A warm welcome and good afternoon to everyone tuned in. My name is Rivaldo Kavanga and I'll be your host for today's episode of Sportify. Today is World Consumer Rights Day, and if you don't know what that means, stay tuned for the next clip. What a wonderful clip that was. I'm sure we learned so much. And today on Spotify, we have quite a jam-packed and exciting show for you all viewers tuned in. So stay tuned as we talk to Epafras, who is a hockey player from Wanderers Club. Welcome back to all our viewers. And as mentioned before, today we're speaking to one of the hockey players, Tunomwaameni Epafras. Welcome, Epafras.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, Epafras, you are a Wanderers Hockey Club player, and we just wanted to find out what position exactly you play.
You don't really have a position in hockey, especially if it's indoor hockey. Okay. But I prefer to play in the midfield or forward.
Okay, so you prefer to play in the midfield or forward. So then, how is COVID-19 affected hockey?
You see, before pre-COVID, things were moving in at such a fast rate. The country was planning on playing World Cup qualifiers, and everything just had to stop because of COVID-19. But now you can see that we are slowly but surely picking up again. So we are getting back at the rate at which we were.
Okay, so Epafras, can you just share some of your training tips? Exactly what do you do to still remain fit and active?
Okay. I do a lot of jogging. Like, it's very necessary, especially if you aspire to be a top class premier player. Then you constantly have to keep your fitness at a certain rate. Other than that, it's a mental game. So if you get your mental well-being, if it's on par with everything else, then perfect.
Okay, but what are the challenges that have come to making sure that hockey returns?
I think the biggest thing was the fans, because you can't do anything without your fans.
Exactly.
Hockey is not the same without your fans. Now you play in a very quiet environment, but now I see they are slowly but surely allowing more fans into the games and so on. So we are picking up.
Okay, but what are the challenges as a player that you have experienced?
So many challenges. I think as a player, most athletes have the pitch is their sanctuary. So during COVID, we are not allowed to do sports, and it leads into depression and so on. But yeah, overall, we are doing great.
Okay, so Epafras, I just want to ask you a personal question. We know that in Namibia, a lot of boys rather play soccer or rugby. Why did you choose hockey?
There's actually a big story to it. I was back in high school. I started playing hockey at a late stage, actually, which was the age of 16, because everyone else starts playing hockey at the age of 8, 7, and so on. And I was troublemaker is an over-exaggeration. So we got a new coach, and she was just like, you are going to be captain of the team. And obviously, if you make the naughtiest person captain of the team, then everyone else is gonna follow. So I think that's how it started, and I grew the love for the passion because I was in athletics before that. So yeah.
Oh, interesting story indeed.
Yeah.
So then, what aspirations do you have with hockey this year?
Okay. Apart from being a hockey player, I also umpire games.
Okay.
So right now I'm busy with my African umpiring qualification. It's 4 weeks. I'm in my third week. Then I have this week off in the month. That will be my final week. So
Okay.
I also want to become a world class umpire. Other than that,
Oh,
but also I just want to play national team, like one chance or so. Then we good to go.
okay.
Senior
What is
national team.
your biggest achievement as a hockey player?
My biggest achievement. I we played varsity games 2019. We took a bronze medal. Should have done better, but I'm proud of what we did. A Namibian team playing against other South African teams when South Africa is like top 10 in the world rankings of hockey. So I think we did really great.
Okay, so Epafras, before you leave us, what message do you have for for fellow hockey players out there?
It's okay. We have to keep it going. You have to keep the dream going. I know not everyone appreciates hockey as much as other primary sports such as soccer, rugby, and so on. But we have to keep the dream going. We are almost there to build a loving nation, a nation that actually believes in its hockey team. So we're almost there. Other than that, keep fit, play your game.
Thank you so much, Epafras, for joining us virtually. It means so much to us. Have a wonderful day ahead.
No, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure, Epafras. There was quite an insightful interview with Epafras, the young hockey player from Wanderers Club. Next up on our show, we're going to look at Mikah Burger, a young Namibian who broke the swimming records for under 15 to under 16 in South Africa's Stellenbosch. Make sure to stay tuned as Mika takes us through the show, and also grab yourself a copy of The Zone in tomorrow's publication as we feature Mikah Burger.
Good afternoon, welcome back to Sportify. My name is Mikah Burger and I'm a Namibian swimmer. 2 weeks ago I swam in Cape Town in the National South African Grand Prix. My main event was the 100-meter butterfly and I've been swimming since I was 4 years old. 2 weeks ago I broke the Namibian record in the 100 fly. I swam a time of 58.21 and my goal in swimming is to make the 2024 Olympic Games. Okay, now I'll just be showing you 3 strokes. The 3 strokes I'll be showing you is butterfly, freestyle and breaststroke. Thank you for having me on today's episode, and I hope to see you sometime in the future.
What a talented young man we just saw there. I'm sure Mika has a bright future ahead of him. Now for more athletics news. Over the weekend, we had athletics in the Khomas region, which was the Khomas Regional Schools athletics, and we also had athletics in the Otjozondjupa region, which is the Otjozondjupa Regional Schools League. We managed to get some footage for you as our viewers, so stay tuned as we dive right into the videos.
Yes, I'm glad to report from Rietfontein in the Jupa region, where the Jupa School Sports region just concluded the regional athletics event. In itself, we had last year in December the youth games here, and this is actually the second major competition that is being held here. So for the teachers, that has done a marvelous job, specifically the teachers from the academy school here in Grootfontein, and all the teachers responsible for organizing and the sport officers, everybody has done a marvelous job to adhere to and assist the learners to live their sports out, and that is doing athletics at this scale. The teachers itself, the organizers, they have done a marvelous job. Kids started on time, the event started on time, and it's ending on time. Every athlete had a fair chance to deliver his or her best at this event. And this is just another platform where athletes got the time to add to what they are living for and preparing for the nationals. I wish them all well. Everybody who participated here were winners, but the ones who came out on top, I wish them luck for the nationals that will come on the 30th of April.
It's quite interesting how athletics is returning back to its setting amid the COVID-19 pandemic. To all our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in next week for another episode of Sportify.